Shifting focus on RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat's 75th birthday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded the RSS chief, describing him as the best Sarsang Chalak in the last century. PM Modi praised Mohan Bhagwat for his transformative leadership, navigating the RSS through complex times while staying true to its core values. He talked about Mohan Bhagwat's commitment to Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat and his role in reshaping the education sector. Here are the key takeaways of the Prime Minister's note or the op-ed that he penned. Bhagwat's tenure has been the most transformative for the RSS. His life has been dedicated to societal transformation, harmony and fraternity. He embodies intellectual depth and empathetic leadership of nation first. He steered the RSS through complex currents, never compromising on its core. Mohan Bhagwat is a living example of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Mohan Bhagwat is a strong votary of Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. He is a firm believer in diversity and celebration of different cultures. He connects naturally with the youth, integrated the youth into the RSS. I wish Mohan Bhagwat a long, healthy life in service of Ma Bharati. Let's go straight across to someone who not only understands the Sangh but also understands how it's the clear umbilical cord and discord that connects it with the BJP. Professor Gurumurthy is with us. Namaskaram, sir. Thank you very, very much for your time. So, should this op-ed now clear all doubts whether all is well between the two of them, PM Modi and Mohan Bhagwat? Sir, you're on mute.
There is something wrong between them is not the creation of either of them. It is the creation of the media. It is the creation of people who do not know RSS and its allied organizations. I recall Professor Achim Vanaik. He wrote in 1990s that there has not been enough understanding of RSS and there has been no scholarly study of RSS by people who disagree with RSS. There is only abuse of RSS. With the result, anything relating to RSS and BJP is always a nightmare for people who comment on them. Someone who has been in and out of RSS, and I have been associated with various fields from journalism to business to politics to culture, I can say that they have a perfect alignment as to how to function parallelly and also interconnectedly. So this has evolved over decades. It's not a creation by any particular individual. It is an institutionalized virtue and discipline. I have seen it actually being built and I have seen it actually functional. Now, Mohan Bhagwat being praised by Modi has a contextual relevance. It is not that he has done it without a context. He praised the RSS work, not without a context. RSS is completing 100 years.
Yes.
100 years, an organization which has faced the mightiest adversaries, greatest challenges to its physical existence, bans, and still maintained its core way of functioning, not getting too much into politics, but at the same time not ignoring politics, and creating separate political and other wings and allowing them to exist autonomously and still maintaining a normative relationship between them. It's a miracle. Never like this has happened anywhere in the world. It could happen in India because Hinduism has these virtues. It can function with any number of gods, any ways of worship, any number of languages. You know, RSS integrated that society's virtue into its functioning. So, RSS is something which has to be studied by people who do not agree with RSS and who do not know RSS. They have to study it.
But But sir, in your long experience, you would understand and you would admit that the RSS also has evolved. Now, there is a reason why the Prime Minister has credited Mohanji Bhagwat, the third longest serving Sarsanga Chalak of the RSS. My memory serves me right. Guruji Golwalkar, about 30 plus years, 32 years. Balasaheb Devras, 2 decades, 20 years. And Mohan Bhagwat is 16 years and counting. The RSS has also evolved. It has also modernized to a certain extent.
No, don't use the word modernity. RSS has set out to deal with the society. The society has got certain problems. In fact, the Topan Tengdi, who was one of my great mentors,
Yes.
he used to say that RSS has come into being to address certain specific problems in the society. Like there is an injury here and a scab develops. That is RSS. Once the injury is cured, the RSS will disappear. It will merge into the society. The idea is the society should be strong, functional, vibrant, not modernity. In fact, I believe in multiple modernity theory, which has been expounded by a German sociologist. West is not the single source of modernity. So let us keep the idea of modernity different. We modernize in our own way, if the word modernity is to be accepted.
Right.
So RSS evolves. As you deal with the society also tells the RSS, you have to be like this. So it is mutual learning between the RSS and the society.
But Professor Gurumurthy.
Why Mohan Bhagwat?
Why
Mohan Bhagwat? That is the most important. The RSS has passed through all the turbulence and faced all adversities. It has shone in adversity. But it is now functioning in a very favorable atmosphere. That is also a challenge to the RSS. That RSS should not get too near power or too far away from it. If you get too near power, what happened to the Sarva Seva Sangh, which the great Congress leaders started, will happen to the RSS also. That you should not be dependent on state power. You should not be dependent on state largesse. You should maintain your independent identity. That is where one of the Swayamsevak becoming the tallest leader of the world. And he had achieved all that the RSS wanted to achieve. And attracted the attention of all these Swayamsevaks. But still, Mohan Bhagwat maintained the identity of RSS and the dignity of the institution of Sarsanga Chalak. That is the greatest challenge a Sarsanga Chalak faced.
Agreed, but Professor Saab, you would also agree that post June 2024, there was a huge conversation that perhaps the ways of the BJP and the ways of the RSS were going divergent, and the RSS had very little role to play in the Lok Sabha elections, and because of which the BJP suffered a reversal of fortunes. JP Nadda ji's comment कि हम अपने आप में सक्षम हैं was also brought to the fore by many who were speaking. Then recently this entire retirement age of 75, 75 में retire हो जाते थे is what Sarsang Chalak said, although it was an off-the-cuff reference, but it was indicated as a hint. I am turning 75, you are turning 75, let's retire. And then he said, no, I am not retiring, I am going to serve as long as I can. So, and then hum hote, if it was left to us, we wouldn't have taken so much of time to elect a new party president. Conversations are saying that things were not going, as two wheels should function together in a car or on a railway track. One was perhaps causing friction for the other. Is that true, false, or is all of that now settled?
I will address the first question of 75 years. I was an eyewitness to how it happened also within the RSS. The RSS, there was a certain stagnation in the leadership, as a result of which a youthful organization had leaders who were not looking youthful in their whole demeanor. So the RSS decided that because in RSS everybody functions as long as they are asked to function. So a rule was devised at 75, anyone can opt out of the work, because in RSS once you become a worker, you are a worker till you die. So the 75-year rule was decided so that somebody can decide 75, please leave. Then the RSS will take a decision whether they should leave or not. This was the decision that was taken sometime in 1997-98. But this was not to be applied to the BJP. was made very clear, because BJP is not a youthful organization, it's a political party, it needs experience. So, I will give you the first example of how this was not applied to the BJP. In 2004, Advaniji was elected as the party president again when he was 75. So, the 75 rule was never applicable to the BJP. It was interlinked by the media. When 75 means it should apply to, and when Advani and Murli Manohar Joshi and others were asked to be the mentors, that was because of generational change.
Right.
It had nothing to do with the age. But that they happened to be more than 75 was taken as the index of they being asked to become mentors because they are past 75. No. There was a generational change in the BJP, and that is one of the reasons why the BJP is functional, which the Congress is not able to do. Understand one thing.
Right.
An organization has to be active, it has to be vibrant. Generational change must take place. The BJP achieves it. Of course, there is a wider consultation. Everything happens by consultation in RSS and BJP and between them also.
Okay, sir, limited time, so final question. Does this also perhaps put to rest all these worries about the congressification of the BJP? When I say congressification is, big party, too big, and also bringing in co-opting a lot of people who are not core to the Sangh and the BJP's ideology. So an ideological dilution of the BJP happening, functionality-wise also high command, then of course similar structures of what happened to the Congress and then eventual decay. Will that now be stemmed, or will there be a course correction there?
In 1980, when the BJP was formed, there was in fact a philosophical congressification of BJP also, which the RSS genuine secularism, Gandhian socialism. So the BJP, RSS also allows the BJP to learn. It doesn't teach. But it says this is not acceptable, but you can learn. The BJP learned the lesson. So this is what sustains their relationship.
Right.
That I am the teacher, you should listen. They will break. This is our view. But you experiment with your view. Because this is a subject which I have discussed with Atalji also. It is unless, like Dr. Vanayak said, somebody studies the RSS way of doing things very carefully, very intensely, does research, you will not be able to fathom the relationship between the two of them.
Well, we'll leave it to the detractors to study, but you have addressed a few concerns and a few conversations that have been doing the rounds around the 75 retirement age, Modi versus Mohan, the other things are happening, good or not. And at least it's a happy day in terms of his birthday, and may, Prabhu give him a long life and perhaps many more years in seva as he has wished to do, continue to serve Ma Bharti, and the Prime Minister has wished him the same. Professor Gurumurthy ji, always a pleasure speaking with you. Look forward to more conversations in the near future soon. Thank you, sir. Thank you.